Hello, Armchair Generals. My name is Tom, and I'm back with my Japanese campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 10.43. Just a continuation of my ongoing game that I've been doing today anyway. But normally, when I start a part of Hearts of Iron 3 for the very first time, I go forward a couple hours, save. As long as it doesn't crash on me, then at that point, then I know I've got a good game ahead of me. Speaking of good games, we're hunting down a wascally rabbit in the form of a communist partisan that's been causing havoc in my rear area here. I also have some Chinese nationalists that are going to be moving in up this way. It looks like. So I need to try to hold my line effectively and kill this partisan unit. We'll see if we can get that done. In the meantime, we're also racing to try to get to this last victory point so we can knock Zibi-Sama out of the game entirely. We've got a few units that are attacking. Everybody's everybody's exhausted, and I had a thought that I'm going to pull one of these cavalry units off and send him in as a replacement. It'll take him a week, but he's fully re-energized. He's ready to go. These guys, they're regaining org very, very slowly. So I'm going to pull like this guy here that's already attacked and can't for the next 3 days. Push him to the back. Will he get back there in the same amount of time? A little bit later, so it'll be a span of a day where there's not going to be anybody at this province here. But that's fine. If I see any movement coming from here up to there, I have this guy weak, but he can at least attack, pin the units in place so they can't move up, and then go from there. I have units here, one guy there. We're doing our attacks the best we can with the forces I have available. I want to get some of these others slowly regaining their organization, so we'll work on that. I made a promise last episode that I would be knocking on the doors of Communist China in Yan'an. I have fulfilled that promise by just barely by the skin of my teeth. So we're attacking here, but that attack's going along pretty smoothly. We're at 72%. There's 9 total units, but 3 of them are pretty well beat up. 2 are just going to fade away here very quickly, and then 2 more will probably follow, just leaving the garrisons and the mountaineer unit behind. We've got a full complement of troops attacking. Um, they'll be doing their best to try to take the capital this episode. I feel I can make a confident promise that I will take out the communist Chinese in this episode. So that'll be the Tom Mantek promise for now. We're holding the line in northern China, but we're making some moves, tunneling, if you will, underneath them. We're making some moves to cut off some units here, and then once we have that completed, we're going to push westward as quickly and efficiently as we can, and then northward into adjacent to the communist Chinese territories, so we can cut off this whole entire area here. There's got to be a quarter million, half a million troops in this area here. If we can kill them, that's good. Capture them. We've already killed and captured well over half a million troops in the cauldrons we created in these areas. Holding the line in eastern China at this point in time. Fuzhou, same way. We're holding that beachhead, and I think I'm going to start off by doing some attacks here to spread out a little bit further. I've got some provinces that I can take and still hold a line efficiently. We do want to begin to close the gap between these 2 areas, and I think we've got some troops beginning to move down that way to handle that. Yes, I got some guys here that are going to attack and kind of open up the this front a little bit more. We're going to leave him behind, or no, we're not going to leave him behind. We're going to leave the 11th behind. These guys are going to move into here. He's going to support the attack there, and everybody here, including the military police, are going to support the attack on that province as well. I want to begin to move southward to try to meet the forces that I have here. We do need probably some more reinforcements coming here to expand that beachhead a little bit further. Probably another core army's worth of units will do it. We took the Shantou area. This is my next to last amphibious assault. We've got several Marines here already. I think, did I move everybody off of here? That, yes, I did. and we don't have any naval forces there. Got an assault ship flotilla there, and that's just because of that guy and that guy. He's just there to pick them up when they're needed. So 37, that's 88 and 37. So that's about 120 or so. He can carry. Well, no, he won't. He won't be able to carry that weight. That's a little bit too much. It's 145 or 125 rather. Well, we'll leave this the way it is for right now. The I've got to get some reinforcements to here. When I talk about reinforcements, I mean like infantry units, not Marines. So that way I can take all my Marines off the line here and send them to their very last operation, which will be taking over here, moving up the peninsula and into the Gungsi Click. So with that all said, we're looking good everywhere. We're going to move forward here and see what happens. Apparently propaganda is not helping us too much so, but that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. The Battle of Hancheng, that's over there. King Feng Ta, yeah. So they're attacking me in certain areas, try to spoil my attacks and movement elsewise. This looks pretty scary, right? 51%. They're attacking my armor unit here, who's trying to move up further north. But I have reinforcements coming in. I have a ton of units that are going to be moving in, selling up shop, and beginning to move up north as well to help shut off this whole entire area here. Now that we have actually shut off this area, these guys are now trapped. There's no escape for them whatsoever. So we are going to begin to reduce this cauldron here. Yeah, they need to move here as well too. They're going to move there, and after that, then they're going to move here because we need to begin that push westward so we can take care of all that. A militia unit is here. We can help. Oh, they're being attacked. Can't do much. Speaking of, I have an armor unit here that they're going to come in here and move on down to get ready for further pushing. This is actually, well, this area is a great area for the armor units that I have and the motorized unit. This maybe not so much so forest, but we'll make do. The further west where they were originally at is all mountains, and that's not a good place. I had pushed my motorized and mechanized units too far west without realizing it, and I redeployed them thanks to some losses as well. Redeployed them eastward here. Oh, the Kempeitai has finally arrived. We're going to go ahead and have him transported there. The other Kempeitai unit that's here, his units are all up north. He's just going to walk his way up north. He can make it. Okay, so that's movement all around here. He can also assist in supporting the attack there, so we'll let that go on. This is Zhu Zhao. Pixian, they keep attacking me there. Spring Mud clears. Didn't need to worry about it here in this area. That's more for the Eastern Front for Germany after the first year of war. I should say before Barbarossa, you don't want to really attack Russia during the wintertime, and it makes things a little more difficult when it's very muddy. You don't move quite as fast. Okay, things are looking all good around here. I have 2 units here. How did I end up with 2 units here? Let me move this infantry here. Actually, we're going to move. He's going to help end the attack here and then move down there. Okay. So, yeah, we pushed him out of there very handily. He can actually move up. We'll have him move there. That attack is stagnant. They're not gonna do well, but I can move them up there and push in as need be, where I need to be. The Chinese gave up the attack. Just far disparity in troops there. I moved in all my reinforcements. Initially, I thought they had a good chance because I only had about 10,000, 11,000 in my one armor unit that's here, or less than 8,000 in my one armor unit. So they actually had, even numbers. Chinese didn't realize I had reinforcements coming in. So everything else is going smoothly. The Jade unit, I want them to. I could begin to move in from the north, but I think I want this trap to be fully sprung. I want my units to move in and cut off all of this province here. So I'll wait on that. We won in Huzhou, so we're going to begin our push southward there. And I think these guys, yeah, they're, well, the way I have them going, we can actually stop them here. Yeah, probably have some IC to reinforcement. All right. We're actually okay with supplies. I'm hoping to get closer to 50,000 pretty soon. Battle here is going very well as anticipated. Yeah, they hit 0 strength, so they're down to 7 units now, where they had 9. This guy should get involved in the battle because the combat width is sufficient. We can have 38, and currently we have 34 in there. These are probably my allies' units moving in there. They're attacking me at Dinksy. This is looking a little bit better overall, but still not good enough. I need him to move in April 1st. Yeah, I need him. Actually, you know what? We're going to have him tell him to go right away into the attack. I don't want to wait till April 1st and then tell him to attack. I was going to have him like support the attack, but at this point, we need him to get in there. He's going to have to hold off, and he's unfortunately going to have to hold off. Wow. I know we're at 36%. We're about ready to defeat the Chinese Zibi-San-Ma armies here, but I got units that are getting wrecked left and right. Oh, partisan. So he's hanging out there. I do need to move to Yushu because this group is moving up. So he needs to be where he's at. He needs to move in, conquer that, and then we'll have him attack here, which means he is stuck. There, he'll be bounded. Well, he's not stuck. He can actually move southward into, and that's fine. If he moves southward, see ya. Enjoy your life down there. Money for rare materials. We're doing okay. We have 16 plus 16 bucks. Yeah, we can spend 4 to get a couple extra. I was going to look and see, where is this leader? Ah, he's strategically redeploying there. Okay. All right. Let things roll. I want to see how many total units we destroy here. Huzhou, Wookie, Lingby, 20, almost 23,000 troops total, and that was from whatever retreated from that province as well. So not a lot, but that's troops I don't need to worry about going forward. So 1,000-kilogram bomb development stolen from the British. Good. We would eventually research this. My spies are doing wonders. We're at 0. I don't know how far deep in the negative I am, but we must not be that far deep, or at least the British supplies I have in Britain, UK, aren't that far into the red. Okay, we're all moving. Yeah, we're all moving up here. Good, good, good. Now they're attacking me there. That's fine. We could probably actually move this guy there. Yeah, that way it strengthens my line a little bit further. And this militia unit, he can move up as well. We got the military police here. He can help strengthen that line. Yeah, otherwise looks good. Gotta wait for these units, and I want to push one of them south in conjunction with that guy. So how long do we gotta wait? Roughly 2 days, beginning of the month, beginning of April. We're attacking here on 3 different sides. I know we're crossing the river in 2 provinces, so that's really hurting us. And one of these, he's getting hurt pretty badly. I thought that battle would have gone a little bit more effectively than it is. So we've conquered Communist China as of this point. Started off our brand new battle streamers. We just need to move in there, and Communist Chinese will fade away. We'll wait for that to happen. We actually, I have these units all moving into Yan'an, and they'll get there very soon. Hopefully before April 1st. I want to leave him behind, and these guys, I'm going to have, yeah, march over that way, move here, and then there. We need to take that last province. I will take him, leave one guy here because he's bounded by rivers all over. So if the Chinese attack me anywheres, it's going to be detrimental to them. Have them also do the same thing. And we've got 2 units here. Once I take Yan'an, that's going to be a weakened province because those communist Chinese are all going to disappear. I don't know. We may attack on both of those provinces here, so I'll leave both those guys there. We have a cavalry unit that I can move into here. Oh, he is out of supply. I got to address that real quick because he is important to my plans. I'm going to provide. Oops. Oh no, we can only go that far. I'll provide supply for the next month to this province and hope that'll trickle in to that province. So when he shows up, he'll grab that supply because otherwise he's not going to be able to attack until he's got resupplied here. How soon? April 1st. Okay. So within a day, you'll be here and then attacking the partisan, and then that partisan will die. Zakao, they finally gave up because we moved reinforcements, which now at this point, I'm going to move these armor units. We're going to attack down that into here, this province next. Do the same thing with this armor unit. And these 2 guys will support that attack. This armor unit will also move inward. These guys will also move there, and then we're also going to go to Yaxinian, or actually, we're going to go there, drop a guy off, and then go there. These guys are all moving into here, so we're going to go here. I'm not using my militia in the manner by which I kind of intended to at start because we got all these Kempeitai units to help defend my rear, my territory that I've taken. So the militia will keep getting pushed forward and forward. They'll attack, attack, and attack. And as I capture cities and places of note, then I'll start dropping off my my militia. So we got units being dropped off here. Let's actually go here because we could use this guy. And I will drop my guard unit off. And then my militia will press forward here. And we're going up that way. I'm not going to try to bite off too much. Well, yeah, we'll go that way actually. Otherwise, okay, we are good. We have a militia here. We'll send him down there, and then I'll kind of figure out how I want to utilize him later. Okay, we've taken. So in the next few hours, we will see Communist China disappear. We have units here. I want to move up. He needs to come down a little bit. This guy, he can move into the capital and hold it for me. These guys they're moving there, and then I can have them attack here because we got some pillbox and a fortress in that province here. These guys, I want these 3. Actually, you know what? I think all those guys will go. Well, no, that's Gungsi Click. ZBCMA is a red flag, so yeah, we kind of do need to attack them. But those 3 guys that I've selected, we're going to have them come all the way here and then attack that province to assist. And they may get there in time to help with the attack and take out Zembi-sama. They may not. We'll see. These 2 infantry, however, I'm going to have them attack that province here. I like that setup. Okay, we have a victory here. Linxia. So we finally won that. Ugh. 10-1 losses. Yeah, we still won, but we lost 10 times as many troops as they did. Garrison deployment capability. I thought we had this already. I mean, looking at it now, it's not going to really help. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I researched that around in the beginning of the game, or I was researching it. You know what? I think I was in the middle of researching it and it was probably one that I had set up a little bit down the road. So I hadn't completed it just yet. But I'm pretty sure I was researching this um, because it lowers the overall weight of your garrisons, tropical island garrisons. I'll be building tropical island garrisons in the coming years here to be used for garrison defensive purposes in the territories that I capture in my island campaign. So yay in stealing those plans, but boo, and probably almost had that researched. But whatever. People's Republic of China has been taken. Another Tom Mantek promise has been met. But we lost these two provinces because there were already troops here. As I figured, though, this got a whole bunch weaker, so we're gonna be able to just walk right on in. That conscript's gonna have to fall back across the river. Um, this province, though, that's gonna be a bit of a beast. So we're gonna move him down there. We are gonna start attacking here, and he is going to assist. I have units moving. Well, a couple units. Yeah, these infantry are moving into here as well. This guy, end of the month, he moves in here. Probably another 3 weeks, he moves there and then is able to attack. I'll probably already have that province at that point. That's okay. Money for rare materials. Oh, we're at -4. Well then, let's go and accept it. I think we may have had somebody drop off. No, we're at 165. We didn't really drastically increase our IC, which would have meant that we need to spend more rare materials. Which, by the way, for IC, it's 321. You need three. Well, those might not be the exact numbers, but nonetheless, for every point of IC, I believe require or no, every 2 points of IC requires 1 rare material, 2 metal, and 3 energy or 4 energy. Basically, you need double the amount of energy than metal, and double the amount of metal than you do rare materials. So yeah, I think it's 421. Or anyway, I'm confusing myself, but nonetheless, that's kind of the breakdown. You need a lot more energy to do metal than you do rare materials to get a point of IC. So we didn't increase in IC a dramatic amount here. I don't know why I'm at -4. A trade must have dropped off, and I did not observe that. As such, we got positive money at this point in time. Oh, we got some trade offers. Exchange IC for resources. We'll go ahead and bring that up to say never. It's not worth it, in my opinion, unless you're playing a nation, and it's not going to be a major power. But if you're playing a nation that just can't get a particular resource, you're not able to trade for it, then that particular event might be worth it to spend IC to get that resource. Because if you don't have the resource to begin with, the IC, you're not going to be able to use the IC. So sure, spend the IC that you wouldn't be able to use anyway towards getting that resource, so that way then you can improve your overall IC usage. But I'm able to trade for everything, as Japan, every major power pretty much is. So as such, this isn't useful at all. Nickel and copper trade and manganese trade offers. We'll pop open all those as well. Okay, so we've completed that here. Hey, that must have been a communist Chinese unit, because now there's nothing, that partisan's not there at all. Yeah, so you know what? Yeah, he's going to move into here. He's moving down there, which if they're still moving upward, the militia and cavalry, there'll be a battle. But that's okay. That's a very strong cavalry unit. And they'll be there in a matter of hours next day. Um, So good. We'll be able to hold this line effectively, and now all we really need to do is move down into here. I have nobody here that can do it. These guys are getting attacked by a spoiling effort. So I might not even win the battle. Well, no, those are militia. I should win the battle, but unfortunately, it's going to hold me up too much to where I'm not going to be able to get there. This unit, which now is supplied, good, is about the only unit that's going to move into there, and they're coming in here in the next few hours, and then I don't know how long it's going to take them to get across the river and get into that province. I need to get to this province because I need to begin the attack here so I can take out Zibi San Ma by the end of spring. Okay, they're moving there. By the way, I'm expecting an important phone call probably within the next 10, 15 minutes here. Not that I'm going to end the episode early or anything like that, but if you notice like a discordant pause where the game seems to stop and then pick up immediately after, that'll be the reason why. Chinese troops have defected. Good. We'll put them to use. We won Dixie here, so they've stopped attacking us. So whoever was going to be moving into there will continue to do so. Speaking of those defectors, where are they at? Hello, defectors. Oh, that's an armor unit. Why are they not attached to Maizuru blah 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 blah? Who is in Liv Liang? So they need to get associated with that guy, that leader. There we go. That's who they're with. Yep, that's who he's with. I've got some units that aren't associated with a leader of any type, so let's go ahead and do that. Typically, I just assign them to their closest unit, headquarter unit that's available. These guys, the closest unit's gonna be way up here, so I'm thinking with these guys, let's just go ahead and corral them. We're gonna create our own. Let's call it the 2nd Infantry Corps. And he in turn is going to get associated with the guys up at Shanghai. I thought I had another full-on tank. Where are you at? Tanky. So there's the mobilized and tank. They're both associated with the proper leader. He is as well. Okay. He's not associated with the proper leader. This is the guy that he needs to be associated with, mainly because of you see the progress he's making towards autistic wizard and engineer and things of that kind of nature. A lot of these are pretty good traits to have for mobilized, mechanized, tank armored type units. So I want to group all of these type of units together in the same core headquarter unit. It's doing pretty well skill-wise too. One of the things I'll need to take a look at down the road, probably when I finish China, before I start moving into Tibet and Xinjiang, is take a look at my leaders. Not going to address that now, but any leaders that are in charge of a division, if they're stuck at too low of a rank, then I'll need to remove them and put another leader in their place. And those type of leaders that have, like, say, a low rank but a lot of traits, I'll then put them in charge of core and other headquarter units. Okay, we can remove that. So I thought I was getting some communist Chinese, but I don't see them. Yep, they attacked me and said nope. Okay, Dingxian, we're starting to move westward there. I hope for this episode we'll have this cauldron contained. These guys are ready to begin their next attack here. As I said, I want to move this guy down south and have him move in there after he's done attacking this guy. We'll move into there and hold. This guy will support the attack. I must have, yes, I got an ally unit there. Have I captured anything recently that, yeah, I did there, Yan'an. Okay. We're attacking. Wow. Just wow. The battle of the week. 10.3, 4.9. Who shall come out on top? Oh my, oh my. So he's moving in. He's not there yet. I can't do a support attack. Who's going to be there quickly enough? Oh. Yeah, I'm not quite liking the odds on this here. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let that go. But just wow, 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 wow. We won. Color me shocked. I mean, even number of troops, but nonetheless, it was like I had. And granted, I had more organization than they did, but just I was so weak, so weak. USA, they will give me 9 rare for 11 money. Um, yes, we'll go ahead and accept that. Oh, we're up to 196. That's why. Must have had my 24% spawn penalty get removed. One of them, or no? It's right there. I don't know if it's the same one though. Anyway, up to 196 now in regards to IC. So since we're now churning out more IC, we require more resources. Um, am I selling metal or rares? No. All right. Let's see if we can't sell any energy. To somebody who has money, please. Yeah. So far, that's a negatory. Menjiang? Nope. That means nobody else will. Buy copper and zinc. Or buy copper from Canada, we wanted, yes. Zinc, probably yes, but copper we do need because that will improve our, well, both copper and zinc will improve our metal. If we look at our strategic resources trade, we just did copper, so that takes care of Vickers steel, which is what Japan uses when it builds its navy, and it helps in steel production. We'll see that tomorrow in game. We'll see that tomorrow. It reduces the penalty, I think, that we get. So instead of, well, I don't know, that 20%, the all resources shortage ammunition production minus 20%. Instead of that being there, it'll be minus 10% with copper. If we could purchase zinc as well, it'll go up even more. Problem is, and I did take a closer look, I'm short on money. We're going to get a negative tomorrow because we have below $2,000. And it's going to take, well, it's going to take about 90 days, 3 months before I get back to 2,000 bucks. Hopefully, somebody buys my aluminum. All right, so, yep, see, as I thought. So we did have a naval build speed penalty of 5%, but because we bought copper, that got removed. So when we get ready later this year to begin building our navy, they'll be being built at their normal speed. This, yeah, dropped down to 10%. So the amount of metal that is being brought in, being produced in our home territory, improved by a bit. But since we did that, now we're suffering a little bit in our national revolt risk, which is not that big of a deal. But now we need more consumer goods during wartime, which we'll see tomorrow how far that goes up by. That's 35%. That's a negative 35% with the base value and money shortage. We have a positive war economy and heavy industry give a positive 35%. So the balance there is a positive 4%. Maybe we'll be fine. We'll see. I need to drop this. And let's start doing some upgrades. Whoops. I need to drop this down to 50 to where it's 10 above what my need is. Because we're at 37,000 supplies, we're gaining 3,500 a week. So that's more than sufficient at this point. I think we're doing okay. And this way now we're going to be fully 129. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 100. And 6. Say 106 IC that's going towards those builds. So we'll be putting a little bit towards Soryu. Do you feel the excitement? I certainly do. I knew I'd be seeing my carrier start being built on actually in fall. It's nice to see it being started to be built on in the spring. Okay. So we won the battle here. Now we just need to actually move into there. The 22nd, 16 days. Oh, please, nobody move into this province. Well, we took that. I didn't realize we took that province here quite handily. So the units I have going in here, I need to move them a little bit further, but we'll deal with that momentarily. We're receiving a spoiling attack here, egg, but we do have reinforcements coming in. That Guardian's going to come in here shortly. Let's actually have the Guardian go there and have the 10th Infantry move here, and then that way this semi-motorized unit can begin to move there. Okay, I like that. Things are going well, too well, to the point where I need to save the game because it's been almost a month. I try to save weekly when it comes to, and I was crossing my fingers and clenching my buttocks because I didn't want the game to crash and me lose a whole entire month of effort there. But I try to save weekly when I'm in the middle of combat. No, we don't have enough money. Sorry. So I'm glad to see that happen. Alrighty. I thought we had some communist Chinese that said they're going to show up, but I guess they're not because I don't see them here wherever. Oh, you know what? Real quick, let's look at our production. Yep, almost half of the Soryu is being funded right now. If we continue with that, with the little drips and drabs, it'll be ready by 1943. I'm hoping to have it ready by 1939, November. No, we have a bunch of industry. And that brings to the forefront a question. I was mulling over. I do think about the game when I'm not playing it, in regards to future plans and what I would like to do and things like that. One of the things I was considering was since my IC was not doing quite as well as I really would like. It's doing much better now, obviously. But thanks to the historical units that were coming in, I was getting the penalties for that. I was thinking about moving a couple IC projects up to the forefront, not to the very top, but in between my infantry builds and my naval builds. I think I will still do that because the sooner I can get these completed, the better off we'll be long term. These will be completed next year. They take, according to this, it looks like they take 11 months to complete their builds. I'll push 3 projects up, and in turn, I will push all these infantry up to the forefront. As these get completed, it'll trickle down. True trickle down theory, economic theory. It works here in this game. Whereas these get completed, I'll be starting to work on my industry, and then we'll be funding the Soryu. So, brief excitement, dashed, but this will get completed in August, which will mean the Soryu will be fully funded, and even along with the Hiryu as well. Both of these heavy carriers will be worked on. It could be even sooner than that if we get more IC. Autarky, we do. We'll take a hit to IC efficiency for the next few months to gain more metal and energy, and more importantly, rare materials. Yes, if that number is true, 6 metal, that would indicate we'd be going back to positive, and if that is true for the rare materials, 3, that would mean we'd be going back to positive as well. So let's go ahead. It's worth it. Thanks, PN. Yes, they finally gave up there. We're going to be pushing westward still. And just as I was gushing over my IC gain, here come 4 historical divisions. 32% penalty through July. Oh darn, oh darn, oh darn. We're losing 2,200 rare materials, still keeps us over 20,000. That's fine. Energy loss, I don't care. we're gaining so much energy. You can see in 2 days I'll be back up to 99,000. Okay. Oh, and those units. I mean, I need these units anyway because I need these reinforcements. We have to. I would like to kind of reinforce the area around Fuzhou because I like to push up north. Which reminds me, let's take a look at this battle. So that guy had to give up the battle. He's not going to be able to go. He's not going to. Yeah, I can't go any further in this battle. We're going to retreat. We lost too many units. Um, So let me start moving my units around here so they can get picked up. Which way is closest? Tokyo, probably there. And that way, Tokyo for sure. Definitely Tokyo. Do we have anybody? Tobu Gun. You know what? He's going to go up to Wajima. There'll be a future event. Opens up like a training academy, if you will, that every year or twice a year or something like that, enemy unit will appear and you can fight it and gain experience. I mean, I accept it. I don't know if you have a choice or not, but in any event, I accept it because it's good to get that kind of experience. This guy could use some experience. In all honesty, he's a pretty decent leader, headquarter unit. He can hold his own in a lot of stuff. Currently, I have him assigned to take care of garrisons, but down the road, if he gets some experience, good enough amount of experience using this, I could detach off the garrison and send him to the front lines. So he can be a frontline soldier there and help out. Yeah, he's also got some pretty good, as you see, a defensive doctrine and logistics wizard. He's got some pretty good traits. So I've got 4 units coming in. I think I will send them here to Fuzhou. This is not turning out very well. I am ashamed to say. So I'll send the 4 units here. Once they arrive, the goal would be to push across the river here into the territory they already control, and push northward to link up with the Shanghai bubble here. Okay, I have the units still attacking here. I mean, the conflict's going well on both sides. The Chinese should be happy with how well they're doing, and I'm fine with how well I'm doing. It's a long conflict, but you know what? We're gaining experience for it. Yeah, these guys already have 1 full star. These guys have a full star as well. The next set of historical or builds period that I have coming in, like these guys when they come in September, I'm going to send here so we can hold the line around this port, and then I can move all my Marines out of there. Speaking of, let me just do a little bit of bookkeeping. All my Marines are out there. I have the assault ship here just to be able to carry my hero unit when he's ready to leave. I have the Marine headquarter unit there, or a Marine headquarter unit. Everybody else I have is here. That's going good. I had to move another freebie unit there. These 4 Marines, I could begin my next phase of operations in the south here and begin to take this. Let's mull over the pluses and minuses. I mean, the minuses or the minuses for doing it is that it would extend operations quite a bit further. I'd have to send more supplies out this way. It would also mean that I'd be pulling off these 4 Marines that I could use as a defensive type force around here. I could even consider pushing out a little bit further with the Marines and hold this port a little bit more effectively. Um, but the pros are I could begin operations, take this island here, push up the peninsula, and I can actually, holding these 2 provinces, thus hold all of this, and then I can move my Marines out a little bit further. So that way, when I get reinforcements, I can send them there right away, and then come up and begin the operation into the Gungsai Click. So I think I've convinced myself to go ahead and proceed with the attack here. We're going to send those 2 right there to Haikau. I have sufficient subs around in the area. That destroyer unit, though, is going to come over here and just hang out, wait for the invasion to occur. These two guys are also going to board, and I'm going to have them invade down south here. That way I can take this island and then push the Marines up and up into this peninsula here. This is owned by France. We're not going to be at war with France ever, so I don't need to worry about taking that province or worrying about needing to defend against it. Speaking of too, Portugal owns that territory. UK here, that will be down the road. We'll be covering this area quite well. Okay, how's everything going otherwise? This guy needs to move into here. That's towards middle month. We lost a province. Where? That province? Oh, I see. My Manchurian forces had actually taken the province for me, and they got kicked out. I was a bit confused when I saw that because I knew I didn't have any operations going on here because, quite honestly, I'm trying to push westward here so I can cut off all of this. Yeah, these guys are slowly making. Yeah, they're here right now. They're slowly making their way. These guys. Oh, I see what. So they've even taken this province too. Wow. Okay. We're going to move this unit forward. Interesting. I guess a negative effect of setting these flags up to indicate where victory point locations are for my own edification. It also tells my allies where I'd like them to attack. So the fact that this is here kind of told them to, okay, let's begin to move around, start operations in this area to try to take that. But I didn't want them really move here, but this actually helps me out. That helps shorten the line. Well, not shorten the line, but helps me move a unit in here a little bit closer and keep that line nice and sharp. This guy is going to move here and then begin the attack in there. Okay, that's going well. These guys are all moving where they need to. They're coming down to here, and as I kind of anticipated, they're not going to get there before I have a unit that arrives. April 17th, 10 more days. He will be arriving on the 11th. He's probably not going to get in there before that specialized light infantry does. These guys, okay, what do we want to do with them? They're coming around here. Otherwise, I'm holding tough everywhere. I thought I sent, yes, I did. I sent a headquarter unit there to sit on the capital. So these guys are moving down. That's fine. They can keep moving there, and then from that point, they'll keep moving south and into Yunnan. That'll be their goal. These guys, I want to leave one person behind, so we'll leave that infantry behind so he can act as a blocker here. Even though these are Zibi Ma troops, there's also some Gungsi Click troops in there. At least I think that's the Gungsi Click flag. Nope, that's Yunnan. So Yunnan's way up there. Leaving him off. We want to attack because if we can do some damage to the Yunnan troops here, good. Keep forcing them down south, to the point where once we can get into their territory proper, they're just gonna keep rolling up, and it'll make combat into their country, their territory, much easier. I really don't want to hurt the Zibi Ma quite so much because I'm going to puppet them. Any troops they have thus will be converted over, reconverted over. But I need to I need to move through here. So we're gonna do just that. Move into that territory here. We're gonna drop off an infantry unit, move a specialized down there, and he's gonna go that way. This way we leave a unit in each territory here. These guys, they're also going to attack and move down here. These guys, whoops. Let me tick off the ones that aren't moving. These guys, they can move into here as well and come down this way. And then we'll just kind of see where we are in regards to everything else. Yeah, these guys have to sit and rest. Whoops. I have an empty spot here. Can this He just has 1,000 troops. He just has 1,000 troops. How quickly before he can get there? June 3rd. No. How quickly can he get over there? May 28th. Whoa. I see they have some troops moving up, and they're going to take this province here. And there really isn't anything I can do about it. I don't have a blocking force that I can. How quickly before they can move over there? April 25th. That looks to be the best I can possibly do. How about this cavalry unit? Yeah, that's May 1st as well. Well, we'll move him over anyway. That way, in case he does, the computer does move over into that territory, I've already got attackers going into there. We can kick him out. Actually, let's do this. He'll stay there. Well, no, he can only move. I'll wait and see what happens with him. I don't want to move him out. This guy is moving over here, and from there we're going to head south and take that province as well. It won't be until summertime for he's there. Okay, we'll go a little bit further here. We started middle of February, so I think actually this would be a good stopping point here. We've conquered. I've completed another Tom Mantek promise, in as much that I've taken out the Communist Chinese. Zibisen Ma, their final victory point province, has been attacked successfully, and we've won. We'll be moving in there on the 10th, so I can make another Tom Mantek promise that next episode we'll take Zibisen Ma. Beyond that, though, we're everywhere else we're going. Things are looking pretty good. We're beginning to set up operations here in the south, the deep south of China, and on their island, and move up north into the Gengsi Click area. But everything else is looking all right. Wish this combat would hurry up a little bit more, but it is what it is. In the meantime, though, appreciate you guys watching. I'll have another episode coming out very shortly. If you have any comments, questions, please leave it below. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.